Like I wrote up the manual, I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Brooklyn Beats. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Back to throw. King. Pretty move. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. King now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. King going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Magoo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Ready. Light 28. Recon, 132 fighter. SOS. Hey, Echo. Shit. Hey, number 20 down.
Magoo back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Set up, 50, plant.
Screen. Watch the screen. Check nickel. Check.
Hey, foxtrot. Defense.
Magoo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
36.
Go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the book.
Throwing here, Magoo. His pass caught at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's go.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. King. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak. Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers. Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. Yep. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now. How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can. Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think? I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Magoo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, timing is everything. On a route like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. King on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line. That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. To throw is King. Off play action. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now King to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line. Check 43. What?
Hey, Orbit.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo!
They're going to look to throw. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dexter Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's King. A final shot before break. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hey, team 6, team 6. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, At any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Stand up in. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Turner. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Foxtrot. Big grip.
They're going to try and throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45.
Rush in. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw here. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find Turner. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Young in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
He's checking Chris.
Magoo flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
King now to throw on second down. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, this is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Check the backer, check the backer. 22 Jets bomber, 22 Jets bomber. Hey, Delta. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Gone. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang! Whip. Watch the whip. Now.
Magoo back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This will be taken very short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready. Check, 59. Here we go.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.